Invivo 5.4 has several new features in the Restoration tab to help you produce better results for your patient. These new features include new visibility presets, custom abutment design, fitting the crown to the custom abutment, creating a pontic with the gingiva, creating bridges, and building a crown to fit the margin of a prepped tooth. First, we have the new visibility presets. Each of these buttons has different visibility settings built in to quickly change your view preference. These preset views match the ones in Implant tab. You can also customize these buttons by clicking Setup. Here you can change the names and visibility settings for each button. The next new feature is the Custom Abutment tool. You must have an implant and restoration placed to use this tool. Select your restoration, then click on the tool, and the software will build an abutment. In the pop-up box, you can edit the abutment parameters such as height, angles, size, and rounding. You can also edit the parameters for the margin here. You can edit the curvature where the abutment emerges from the implant. You can add a screw hole and adjust the hex angle to match the screw placement. You can also create a healing abutment. If you have multiple adjacent abutments, you can add them to a group to ensure that the abutment angles are parallel. Finally, you can edit the abutment by hand by clicking and dragging any of these blue points. Once you have created a custom abutment, you can fit the crown to the custom abutment with this tool. Here you have the option to set the thickness and distance to margin of the cement gap. You can show the undercut regions and then block out the undercut. And here you can edit the parameters for the restoration border. When you are done, click Build Crown. If we turn off the visibility of the abutment, you can see how the inside of the crown has been shaped to fit on the abutment. Note that you will want to finish editing the size and shape of your restoration before using this tool, as it is no longer editable. If you wish to go back, this operation can be undone. We have also added a restoration editing feature to allow you to create a pontic with the gingiva. To use this tool, you must have stone models overlaid with the patient scan. Simply select the desired restoration, then select the Create Pontic with Gingiva tool. Here you have the option to make it scaled or fitted, and you can choose the offset from the gingiva. When you click OK, you will see that the bottom of the restoration now matches the curvature of the gingiva according to the stone model. You can now create bridges using Invivo. To create a bridge, you must first have at least 2 adjacent restorations. To select multiple restorations for the bridge, hold down the Control key on the keyboard while clicking on the restorations. This enables the Create Bridge tool. Once the bridge is created, you can edit the bridge connectors by clicking on them. From here you can select a shape and edit the end and middle diameters. You can also click and drag the control points to edit the bridge connector by hand. You will want to finish editing your restorations individually before creating the bridge, because once the bridge is created, the restorations are locked in place. To delete the bridge, select it and press Delete on the keyboard. The individual restorations will remain. Finally, the last new feature in the Restoration tab is the Fit to Margin tool, which allows you to build a crown around the margin of a prepped tooth. choose this tool, you need to have the stone model of a prepped tooth, such as this one. When you click the tool, it will prompt you to pick points to trace the margin of the prepped tooth. Left-click to place points, and right-click to connect the first and last point. Click Yes to add a restoration. Adjust the restoration size and placement as necessary. Then click Continue to build crown. From here, you can edit the margin, and again you have the options for the cement gap, blocking out the undercut regions, and editing the restoration border. Click Build Crown, and you are done.